Welcome into Coach's Corner, and today we are joined by Bishop Heelan boys basketball head coach Matt Hahn, and thanks for joining.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's get right into this. You know, it's your first couple of years here at Bishop Heelan. Just walk us through kind of what you've been seeing in the program these first couple of years.
A lot of belief and a lot of commitment to what we're doing. The boys are believing in what I'm telling them, what the coaches are telling them, and we're coming out every single day and just competing as hard as we can and trying to be the best we can every day.
Yeah, and you're 6-2 on the year so far. What's been the key to your success so far this season?
Just playing together. We've shifted our mindset. We've been looking at big season goals and things like that, looking towards the end of the season. And if we kind of shifted our mindset to just be the hardest playing team every night on the floor. If we're the hardest playing team on the floor every night, we've got a good chance to win every time we come out.
Earlier in the year, I think it was your second game, you played East. It was a tough battle. You guys won by 4 points. What did that do for the team's mindset so early this season?
Yeah, I mean, Raz always has a really good team over at East. East has a lot of really good athletes and a really good basketball program. So that every time you play them, it's going to be a dogfight. And being able to get such a big win with a great atmosphere and all those kinds of things built into it was huge for our confidence and moving forward that we could beat a team like that.
Earlier you talked about if we're the hardest playing team out there on the floor, we should be in a good position. What are some things other than, effort and hard work that you're looking to improve upon as you get into later in the season?
Yeah, just consistency. We want to be consistent with our shooting, with our defense, being able to play as a team and understanding that we've got 5 guys on the floor at all times that can play basketball and make the right play. And so being able to be consistent and trust each other every single time on the floor as well as, you said earlier, or as you mentioned again, being the hardest working team on the floor is, if we can get consistency and playing together as well as working hard, it's a good recipe for success.
Talk about playing together, some playmakers making plays when they need to. What kind of players do you have? Who are the key playmakers? Obviously, it takes everybody to make a roster,
yeah.
But, talk about some of your key players.
Yeah, Matt Knowles, he's a Wayne State commit. He does it all for us. He defends, he rebounds, he scores, and he's one of our hardest workers in practice. And when your best player is your hardest worker, it makes everybody else fall in line, and it makes it easy on us. And then Quinn Olson, also starts with him, and he's so versatile. He's so cool, calm, and collected. It's nice to be able to, when the ball's in his hands, 3 guys that start for us, and they all, play their part and silently lead or vocally lead. And we just got a really good old senior-led group that they believe in each other. They really like each other off the floor, so that makes playing together on the floor a lot easier.
Now, you're pretty green at Heelan, but, you have been here in Sioux City for a while. You played for Morningside. We were talking about some of the things that you're able to do when you have some free time to go watch them, to go pick up things. What kind of benefit does that, bring to Heelan?
It's huge. It's, a lot of the stuff that we do comes from Morningside from my playing days, or I even steal it from Coach Miller right now. And just being able to have such high-level basketball in town that I can go watch and steal from and do those things, and having such, high-level coaches in my corner being able to help out, it makes me look better than I am, and it makes me, be able to adapt and change and do, handle different situations that young coaches sometimes struggle with. I even still struggle with some of them my own, but it's an immense, step ahead for me to have those guys in town and being able to help.
You're a coach, but you're also a teacher. Walk us through the day in the life of Matt Hahn, what it's like to kind of leave an impact on the younger generation.
Yeah, some of my biggest mentors are coaches and teachers. My 6th grade math teacher, Todd Niehaus, was one of my favorite teachers of all time, and he also was one of my basketball coaches. And just so kind of growing up and wanting to be like him, and then having other influential coaches, my high school coach and my college coaches, having those guys leave such a positive impact on my life has allowed me to, follow in their footsteps and want to do those same things. And being a teacher, being able to get, with the younger kids and being able to get them excited about basketball and, kind of get a leg up with them as they head into the program, through their younger years and as they grow up. And 8th graders are in my building, so it's been nice to be able to get them excited about basketball for the next season.
You talk about following in the footsteps of some of the influential coaches and teachers that you've had in your life. A lot of those teachers and coaches probably had a definition of success. How would you define success for the Heelan boys basketball team this year?
Yeah, just as long as we continue to play together, continue to make sure that we're striving for the right goal, And then if Heelan's successful, that's what we're after. And making sure that we play together. We're the hardest working team on the floor, and at the end of the day, if Heelan's successful, we all can be happy about it. That's kind of what we're shooting for every time we step on the floor, whether it's practice games or even in the film room. We look for ways to be better and for Heelan to be successful.
Well, that's all the time we have for Coach's Corner on this New Year's Eve. We appreciate you guys watching, and we appreciate you stopping by, and good luck to your Bishop Heelan boys basketball team the rest of the season.
Yeah, thanks for having me.